Wait,
Oh, Harley,
you almost had a seizure on Maria?
that fish.
Oh yeah, he
My face
did.
bloated.
His face, and he's like, "Don't tell anybody." To me, I'm like, "Why are you telling me the secret?"
We could have got you a
I'm
Benadryl or
allergic to fish, and
something.
then
Oh my gosh, we didn't know
I almost-
that. I'm so
I almost
sorry.
killed Jason.
So I guess when we do that episode,
professional. I didn't want to stop the filming because it was already delayed, right? You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
come on, let's push this. Let's push this.
It was great, but yeah, Jason did tell me about the fish situation.
Jason, I'm so sorry that happened. I
No,
didn't
no,
realize that.
No, you know what? It was fine because his lips were swollen and he just looked like he had like injections. So
Yeah.
he
Right, okay.
puckered-
Well, it
puckered
didn't show
lips.
on camera at least. But I'm also glad you're alive. Actually, most importantly, I'm glad you're alive.
Anyway, guys, I'll be watching the Lakers game, and I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.
Take
My
care,
screenshot.
Popsy.
Okay, my
Yeah.
screenshot. I'm gonna put it on my story.
Sure, yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah. So this will launch in, I guess it's
Right.
literally the New Year, so Jan 1st. But
Sure.
we'll start doing some promos beforehand.
Yeah.
If you've seen how we've done it,
Just Jason's face.
Well, I'm screenshotting that.
this is the screenshot we're using.
Yeah, this is the screenshot for the promo.
What? Up my nose, not that.
Even when he's not
How?
trying, he's still like the dad.
I was gonna find a still of you napping on set, and that's what I'll put.
Oh, I have
The
them.
whole time.
I have lots of photos of Jason.
It's in the
sleeping.
BTS compilation I sent
Nice.
you. It's a whole like 15 seconds of Jason napping.
I
look
don't know
forward-
Aladdin. Oh my god. I
Cool.
love that man so much.
So, is there any other like? So I think that someone, Sigrid, you were mentioning that there was a bit about the Bahay Kubo that you guys had a video of.
Of Darnelle and Avi. Yeah, I
I'll be right
I
back.
have it.
Okay, cool.
I have it. Yeah, I
You can
can
send
send
that-
that to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that okay, Darnelle? I guess I should ask for permission.
You can ask Abby
it's
too.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
because back then I was very secret about this, right? So, but
Right.
And Darnelle, I am so proud of you as your like real mom. Like you have come leaps and bounds from your super secret Joseph role. When we were filming Hail Marie, Darnelle didn't wanna tell anybody.
Right.
And we're like, you should be shouting it from the rooftops. And he's like, nope.
yeah,
Uh,
that's one thing I should have said when you asked that question. Oh, the one thing that you should tell your younger self. Like I was like, oh man, be proud and share it to anybody. Because at that time, like I didn't want to share it because like I was keeping acting secret from my parents and
Right.
family and friends and relatives and so on and so forth. And I thought that, oh, like I don't want this to be like a one-time thing only, and that just kind of like, oh, he tried to be an actor but failed it, I would have just said like, screw it, like just be proud. If it's a one-time thing, you did it, that's an amazing feat, and share it. I think that's one thing that I truly regret from this film, is that I wasn't very open enough and about it. So
the chance you'll never get is the chance you never tried.
yeah, I'm sorry guys.
I'm just chock full of all these.
I think you should,
Inspirational
Sigrid, you should
quotes.
start a podcast of just words of
Honestly,
wisdom.
yeah, you should start a podcast. Sigrid.
Welcome to Words of Wisdom by Sigrid Pareja.
I know, right?
Today,
And you invite
your
all-
your
invite all-
mother, your mother from another Lolo.
just let me know when you have episodes of Jason. I'll need those comedic episodes in my life.
Yeah, Jason is the best.
Cool. I was actually sad that Abby wasn't able to make it because I've bumped into her like 20 million times already. And I think I've said one word. I don't even know if we know each other's names, because even when I watch the film, I'm like, oh my God, that's Abby that I've seen in like 3 different sets just this month.
Yeah.
And we just never talk because it's like, I don't know. I don't really talk to people on set. So, but
All right.
The
Well, I am gonna go send my kids to bed. It was very nice to meet you, Mick. I look forward to working with you. When I find more details on what I'm supposed to do in January,
we're in the middle of working out the schedule because it's the script. I don't know if you've seen the script. It's a little bit of a very
I
big
don't even know
project,
who
so
I am. Like honestly, I don't know who I am in it.
They're-
So
Yeah, that's a little important.
so wealthy.
neither do I at this point. I think
Yeah.
there's some other details we're still trying to lock out for the cast.
Honestly,
We'll
in
get to-
any Filipino projects that any projects that you guys have, I was telling Harley, even though you just let me walk in the background, I would do it. Just turn around, and be like, "I excuse me," and then I just like go, and I'm like, I would do it.
Yeah, I'm with Sig for this one too.
Yeah.
Because you know, the thing is, you gotta support your people. You gotta support like this. Like Phil and I were talking because they went to see Fish Boy,
Mhm.
and they're there, like they have a film there, but like, you know, we all support each other, right? In however way we can. Yeah. Anyway, off to send my kids to bed. It was so great to see you guys.
Likewise, we'll see you in the new year.
Likewise. See
And
you.
Darnelle, I'll
Sounds
let you
good.
know as
See you.
well for
Happy New Year.
if you want to be part of the wedding movie as well. Darnelle will let you. I'll keep
Yeah,
you posted.
sure. I mean, I don't have anything going on, so
Not yet.
yeah.
Just gotta manifest. It'll come.
Yeah, sure. Like, well, it's come for me, come for me. So I don't know. Like, maybe I'll. Yeah, I don't have anything. So,
That's fair.
but yeah, it was very cool that you're doing something like this. Like, this is very
Yeah, thank you so much.
yeah, thank you,
Of
because it's been a while since we've all seen each other.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Like-
or even let alone talked about it. I was
Yeah,
just like, oh my
like,
gosh,
the
get on my
last
reel.
time Harley and I saw each other was like, when was the last time you and I saw each other?
Ma'am,
Was it, ma'am? Was it that long? No way.
now August?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, there was another event.
Pat?
What could No, I didn't go to VAF this year. I was in New York. Or no, I was somewhere else.
Crazy Eights. Early this
Cra-
month.
Crazy. No, but VAF
Is it
comes
high
no,
end
MAM
night?
comes after Crazy. Yeah, but MAM comes after Crazy Eights.
Oh, I wasn't in MAM this year. I was in the Philippines.
Oh shit, you're right. Oh yeah, so it was Crazy Eights. Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. So it was like
Yeah,
early
yeah.
this month.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
I'm
it's
happy
like-
to hear. Yeah.
So it's very nice to like do like a reunion.
Yeah, thanks for working us all together. Like for
course.
all the questions and for again, like the platform. It's just amazing what you're doing. So
Oh,
important too.
5 of our listeners. Just kidding. It's like it's growing every day. But I'm happy. Like,
Exactly.
it's like even just the fact that you guys said that, it's like it's so nice to hear because that's didn't even think about that part of like just bringing people together after not seeing each other for a while even. It's like I didn't think that would be a side effect of this, but it's kind of cool to hear.
Yeah, it's like throwing a kick-ass party, but over Zoom.
Yeah.
Well,
it's-
someday, hopefully, flavor of the month 2025 will actually have a place to do this in.
like
Was
an
it?
actual podcast. But yeah, no, it was cool because like I saw your first podcast, right? And I watched it with Carlo and Mark, and I was like, oh yeah, that's really cool. And so and then to receive a message from Harley, we're doing this. I'm like, what?
Hey, see,
Yeah, me too.
Manifest.
Me too. Imagine my
Manifest.
face when I saw the message. I was like, really? Okay.
I was like, oh wait, I just watched that. I'm like,
that's
Dreams
awesome.
do come true, Darnell.
I guess so. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. I guess we're doing it. So so it's pretty nice. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Thanks. Yeah.
Dream bigger now. Just don't dream into being a podcast.
Huh?
Dream bigger. Don't dream to be in a podcast. Dream to be into a movie.
Oh man, to be in a podcast. Oh, because I'm a podcast. I listen to podcasts, bro.
Oh, do you? Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like have like too many topics to talk about. No.
Oh, you should write for. I mean, like you guys, the karaoke film was actually like for something that you guys just kind of said, "Fuck it" and let's do it. That was actually really cool film for Shits and Giggles.
Yeah, because we didn't even know what the theme was for Shits and Giggles. Because we didn't even like we knew it was short, like a short film, but
Yeah.
we just wanted to shoot something for our portfolio. Because the filmmaker was going to Winnipeg, and I was going to Japan, but we actually thinking of doing something like much more than that. but because of the scheduling, we couldn't get crew and we couldn't get people. So we just decided to keep it small, like round up like 5 of us and just go to karaoke and just like film me venting about life. So so that was, and then he asked me to submit to Shits N Giggles, and I'm like, I guess you can. I'm not sure. I mean, the worst thing they can say is no. So but they did, and he was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, what? Like how? Because
That's
we
good.
weren't we
That's
wasn't
good.
even in rebellion. Like the theme was rebellion. So I guess the moment I said fuck it and started singing in Cantonese,
Yeah.
I guess that's the rebellion.
Yeah. I don't know. Harley, if you haven't seen it, you should see it. It's like, it's not like, you know,
I
it's not
want
some
to.
like,
Send me a link, man.
yeah. It's not some insane whatever movie, but it's just so simple in its execution. And just, I was like, yeah, fuck it, man. Life sucks.
Yeah, sometimes you just need those raw, honest movies. Like it doesn't have to be overproduced.
Exactly. It's
The message
so
comes
honest.
through. Bam.
Literally, I mean, the only cost was the karaoke room. That's it.
Yeah.
And then some Indian food after.
Nice.
Nice. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's perfect. You're in
That's
budget.
Because then I think I just, because I wasn't really like, we were just trying to do a filmmaking where it's just like no script or whatsoever. You just kind of tell them the premise and then
Right.
you keep rolling the camera. And then, you just with the group of friends that they've been working together ever since. So it's just like you don't even need to like do a table read, like all those
Right.
bureaucracy stuff. So it's
Right.
like you just kind of like film with friends. That's it. And then we didn't even think of like production way. We just kind of like, okay, we'll submit it, and we're actually turning it into a series. So
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
nice.
so
There you
the
go.
next thing is my character learning how to play mahjong, which is
That's cool.
which is a Filipino thing. So, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, I don't know how to play mahjong. So yeah, I think it's just very nice that going back to it's like I wouldn't be here without starring at Hail Mary. So it's like I said, it's a huge deal for me. So it's like a ripple effect or butterfly effect or whatever effect that you call it. It's like I wouldn't be sitting here like
Cool.
with that. And yeah, so a lot has happened. So thanks, Harley.
No problem, man. I mean, dude, like you're just perfect. I don't know what to tell you. I like truth be told, I don't tell people about this process, but when I was looking up when I was watching everybody's auditions for Joseph's, I don't read the resume first. I watched the tape first, and before I even check the resume. So I was surprised that you didn't have as much on there. And I was like, but you're great. Like you brought the most truth to your character. So like, fuck the resume. You did a damn good job.
No, I just
And I remember like our early conversation when you were telling me like you didn't really want to tell your parents, blah blah blah. I'm so proud of you for like where you are now, where you're just wanting to do Shits N Giggles, or your drive is just growing every time I meet you, and I hope you don't stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, I think it's just, I've done so much that it just kind of, I think the real regret is just that part is like, okay, I've done it. I think I'm just gonna stop. I feel like I want to see where this thing goes even further.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
So
absolutely, dude.
so yeah, I think that growth is like, and plus like with what Sigrid says, like this is not having any like I don't care mindset type of thing. It's just like I'm gonna do what's good for me, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's where I am now in life, I guess. So it's like
Nice.
like I said, I kind of wish I had that attitude going into Hail Mary, so I could have shared it more. But I did share it when I was in the Philippines. Trust me.
I was really happy to hear that when you mentioned it in the interview. I was like, damn, yes, like that's awesome.
No, this is the advice I give to everybody when I produce. Just ask. Like literally, it's so rare that you actually get burnt by just asking. Like there are obviously like some things like don't slip a script under a toilet while a producer is like peeing or something. Like obviously don't do that. But like everything else, just ask. Like I have a friend who's doing a podcast with a horror thing. She asked like one of the stars from The Purge if she wanted to come into an interview. And she's like, yeah, sure. He never thought that he would get that unless he just tried, like, and even with a lot of my like when I consult, or not consult, like help produce with younger producers, I tell them, like, you just don't know until you ask, right? Like, Whites might not give you a discount, but you'll never get that discount. You never tried asking. It's the same
That's
thing with you. Just
a
ask.
good mini story on that one because I went to the San Francisco Filipino Film Festival recently, and one of the filmmakers there was asked like, "Oh, what's your next project?" And you know who Donnie De Leon is? The lady
Oh.
from
Yeah.
Triangle Sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this girl just straight up go in the Q&A goes, "Yeah, so I'm working on a script and I sent it to Donnie De Leon and she said yes to it."
There you go.
And she's and this filmmaker is not even like big. She's just an indie short director, but she just sent it. And then Donnie said, "Yeah, sure." And then they're gonna produce it. So like fantastic. You just
Yeah.
gotta ask. And it's something that even I'm struggling with too. Like
Oh,
just like getting used to just asking, but you have to. You just have to.
I do too, dude. Like even at my old age of 34,
It's not that
it's
old,
still
man.
hard.
You're good.
It's still running. My team calls me Lolo. That's why.
Oh my god.
No,
Not
my
at
you're not
all,
that
dude.
old.
That's my
You're not
nickname.
old.
That is my nickname in my crew. But anyway, like it's you just do it, like I think
Yeah.
when the Parabola episode comes out, like Lee worked with Mahershala Ali, Oscar winning, Oscar nominated actor, and
Yeah.
there's a funny story in that it'll come up. I'll tell you guys now. He was like, yeah, it's like it's so hard being an actor. Like it's like so hard to find work. I'm like, you're an Oscar winning actor and you're still struggling with your identity and you're still struggling with whether you're good enough, and like he's already high up there. And I think the lesson
Yeah.
that he learned from that is like we're all going through this, right? Like Don DeLeon probably said yes because she's still going through it. Like you could meet any actor, established or not, like we think they're established, but like we're all human, quite literally all human, and we all need to be loved. So just ask.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I think my first impression of like not asking is just kind of like I don't want to appear too desperate. Like, but then at the same time, well, like as you said, like, well, how would you know if you don't ask, right? So it's like I'll just ask, and then at least it's in the back of their mind.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then you
It's
can
also about how you ask too. Like if you're like, please put me in your movie, like I really want it. That's desperate. But then if you're just like, hey, I was wondering if you could consider blah blah blah. Oh, then that's
yeah.
and refine it.
I gotta look at the my messages from Mark. Anyways,
but just like Harley's right though. Like it's about how you ask too. And like you'll fuck up a lot, and who cares? You'll fail a lot. Who cares? Like we've all failed so much.
Yeah, I think that's the creative process of it. Like I think my mindset is just be creative and just like we don't really push for perfection. We just push for satisfaction of within our craft, right? It's like, okay, I'm happy with this, but that's it. And I think that's what I've learned working with different filmmakers within this 2 years. So it's like, I just like if they're happy with their product, and that's something that I'm happy with it. And then just like whoever, like the audience reaction and whatnot, that comes later. That's if they like it, they like it. They don't if they hate it, they hate it. It's like as long as you're happy with the product that you've done, and and I always have a feeling like if I'm having a good time on set, it's gonna be a good movie. And that has been a testament from Harley's Hail Marie. And I must say this though, it's still my crowning jewel in terms of set experience. Like and having worked with one of competitors that other filmmakers have done, like it doesn't come close with Harley's way of like of just the Hail Marie's production overall. Like even other filmmakers agree with it. It's like no man, Hail Marie was just like legit like just up there. And I'm like, oh, okay, well,
you're so kind.
No, that is the truth, man. Like that's like even my sister agrees to it, and she's like, nah, Hail Mary is still your jewel. Like
we've set the bar so high for Harley. He's gonna like
bro. I'm trying. I'm trying to get there.
What's my next movie gonna be now?
I'm just speaking from my experience, because like I didn't even know, because like I could have starred in other films, and they would have been like you know, they would have been great prior to Hail Mary, but the fact that I started Hail Mary and that movie kept going like a machine, it's like he kept winning on awards and stuff. I was just like, yeah, this was a good debut.
Hey, and just remember that you are a reason why it went so well. You are a key reason as to why it went so smoothly. Like on production, post production, everything, killed it. I couldn't like watching your tape and seeing you on screen. I was like, yeah, I literally have zero regrets of choosing you or casting you in the role. Like you brought life to my baby, which is technically now our baby, which is the character of Joseph. So
yeah, thanks, thank you for that. I mean, I remember a callback where I even asked you like, suggested like if I should have like Filipino accent. I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, like
I do remember
yeah,
that.
you know what? Let's not do it with the Filipino accent. It's
We tried it, but that's part of the process. Like we tried it, and then we're like, okay, maybe not.
yeah, it's like that trial and error. And then at that point, it's like, yeah, I can, yeah, I wanna. This was at that moment, I could already tell like this was definitely gonna be like a smooth, uh, film production set that I'll ever been at that time. And I was like, and I was like, still like in awe of everything, especially with that first breakfast that you had. I was so quiet because I was just like speechless the entire time. I'm like, this is actually happening. Like I'm actually gonna lead a film. Like,
Yeah.
and then after that, it just opened a lot of doors that I didn't even expect it to open. So yeah, I'm really proud of what we've accomplished there.
Yeah. Keep walking through them, man. Keep
Yeah,
walking through them.
you too.
All right, I do have to head out. I just
Yeah.
gotta get some chores done before work tomorrow. But thank you again so much, Nick, for the opportunity. Darnell, it's nice to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Nice
Again,
to see
I'm
you.
sure I'll see you, both of you, real soon.
Sometime, yeah.
For sure.
All
All right, you guys take it easy. Have a good night.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
All right.